Okay, so I'm gonna put Crescent and Sly into one video because they're both bad. Uh, the way that Sly works is it gives you evasion on your kill, or until your next attack, and then the evolution form is just more evasion when you kill, or just passively gives you 20% as well. Here's the problem. Evasion is effectively there when you are moving. So let's see, companion invincibility, my invincibility. See, if I stand still, I'm taking a bunch of bullets. Or, stop running out there. Stop running out there. Actually, turn off companion invincibility. If you die, you buff me. So, if I stand still, pretty much pinpoints. Two hits, 3 hits, 4, 5, and this is around 8 enemies. And if you want to see like what if it's like even higher evasion, Titanium is there for this. Razor Wing is a natural 50% evasion while I'm in Razor Wing form. Just gonna wait for them to kill my Razor Wings. I'll wait for them to kill my Razor Wing. Flies. Shoot me. Now yeah, this is plus 50% evasion. You would get plus 40% from the cats, and then that up until your next shot, or for 8 seconds after you kill an enemy. Yeah, basically evasion is for when you get natural evasion when you're moving around. That's why it's pretty useless. And then Crescent is... Crescent says it charges a single enemy, lifting them for 8 seconds, amplifying letting you do double damage. Every single time I've seen it charge an enemy, it's like around 3 to 4 seconds, which is around the same amount of time as just using a slam attack, a heavy slam attack. And then Crescent Evolution loses the lift entirely. I don't even care if it do less damage, just let it keep the lift, and this needs to be buffed so it does an AoE. And fix it so it's actually 8 seconds, because as of right now it's only 3 seconds. Oh wait, you're gonna need the thing. You're gonna need invisibility. One, 2, 3, and he's up. And this is from a actual combo with the claws. 1, 2, 3, and they're down. Basically, cat buff, cat not doing its job. The mods aren't doing it's an error. The mod's an error. It's not 8 seconds, it's 3 seconds. Unless I keep misreading it and think it's an 8 seconds. It looks like an 8. I might just be wrong. I do have my glasses though. Double damage seems to be working correctly. I can normally not one-shot the crewman with my Maradetron, and I could do it with it. And then the devolution loses the lift as well as the amplified damage. So let's see, take off your invisibility, get 4 out there. I think cat ate my bullets. Okay, now larva form and yeet. And that's it. That's all it is. Interestingly enough, it functions closer to the Medjay. Let me get multiple enemies to spawn. It'll need more. It actually have an when it charges that it's got AoE damage. Not so much AoE damage, more like just AoE knock. It has a AoE knockdown, or rather it has the AoE impact damage. Let me find you a better target before you charge again. Which one are you looking at? This guy? Get him! Get him! Go on, get him! Womp. Yeah, it's got AoE impact proc, and it's proccing viral somehow. It might just be because it's infested. And and larva form died. But it'll be back soon. There you go. Now you can respawn as a larva again. My way of fixing it, larva form keeps the knockup. Larva form keeps the knockup. You don't have to have the extra damage. You don't need the amplified damage. You can do like the basic one can be like plus 10 meters for knockup. Simply because it's buggy as hell and it's only good for 3 seconds. So fix it so it's 8 seconds and then give it a 10-meter knockup. That should fix most of the problem it has. Simply because when the devolution is keep the knockup, you can take out the 100% amplified damage, make it 50%, 25%. Doesn't really matter. It should be high enough. It would be enough as long as it keeps the CC functionality. So it will basically be the cat form of Medjay, except this one can keep hammering into the enemy even when it is downed. But the Sly though, yeah, the Sly actually have nothing. What the? I have 2 cats. But the Sly though, I have no idea how to fix it. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. Sly's evasion is basically dealt with if you just strafe a little to the left and right and bullets will miss automatically. That's basically like 30-40% of evasion. And evasion is basically 0 when you are standing still. So even with the buff on, you still get lasered down. If you're moving, that 40% really isn't that noticeable. Especially unless you're just strafing the entire time, then it might be strafing plus aim down sights. Has to be like that. And if you're firing like a comb, like I do, the the buff goes away when you kill a second target. Oh, never mind. It's like 3 seconds. Kill those second targets, it's gone, or it's 3 seconds kind of thing. Basically, it's pretty easy to lose the buff, and really hard to keep it. The hell? Whatever. Sly's just not worth it. The buff it gives is not that strong, because you rarely stand still to shoot. And if you're not standing still, you're moving, that means you have natural evasion, then that means this survival instinct is rendered moot in most cases. The 8 seconds is if you're using a weapon that hoses the enemies, it's gone after 2 to 3 seconds, or basically when you kill a second enemy. However, it's a little buggy, as in that the 8-second cooldown, the 8-second duration is not the same as is not on the same cooldown as until their next attack. So you can kill someone, get the 8-second buff, continuously fire the comb. 2 seconds later it goes off, and then it buffs you with the evasion on its own, and you get 2 more seconds of 40% evasion while firing the comb. But aside from that, it's pretty much. I have nothing good to say about the Sly and the Crescent. It just could use some buff, and I don't even know if that buff is gonna help it. The thing is, Panzer is too overloaded. That's effectively hit. But if I say that, DE is gonna nerf it, so I'm gonna say Panzer is fine just right where it is. There's absolutely no bugs with it. Spores went poof. Oh look, spores. So they're gonna call it a bug fix, and then just not fix the other 2 cats, because Panzer can do spores while in a larva form. Well, it's not supposed to do that, but the other 2 really needs a helping hand, and Sly needs a complete rework to make it work. Alright, that's enough ranting. Basically, Sly really bad, Crescent also very bad. If anything, I would put the Predicites after Panzer, and then the Sly and Crescent goes in the trash can behind the room. On the behind the building. That's where they belong. At the very least, the Predicites can be usable, and there are niche situations that they can work. But the Sly and the Crescent just hurts so much to be able to try and use them is the problem. They're just not good. There's just too big of a gap between their abilities and everyone else's. Anyway, I'm just gonna call it done here. There's no point in extending it, and they just don't do anything.